You know what really would have been cool about this show is if like Spider-Man came in and made a cameo or something, because he's in New York. That would have been cool, but I think it was Kevin Feige said that if the TV show characters are gonna cross over with the movie characters, the Netflix characters have to earn it. And yeah. Oh well. Defenders, season 1. Assuming there's gonna be a second season. I assume there's gonna be a second season. Why wouldn't there be? So like the first like 1 or 2 episodes, I felt were kind of slow, were a bit slower. It's probably just because they were trying to reintroduce you to Daredevil, Luke Cage, Jessica Jones, and Iron Fist. Trying to reintroduce you to all these characters. So they're taking their time about it. And something else I found interesting, like first off, you're basically jumping through the different shows because they all have different feels and everything. And down to even like the look. They all, it may have just been me, but I thought like each one of them had like a certain like hue to them. Like when you went to, like when you were looking at Daredevil, when you were like Daredevil side, it was all like red. Yeah, like it looked red. There was a red hint to it. With Jessica Jones, it was purple. Luke Cage had yellow. Iron Fist had like a bluish green, I think. I want to say Iron Fist had just straight up green, but it was more of a bluish green. It felt more blue than green. So that was interesting. And then when they actually do finally come together, it feels kind of natural, I would say. I was expecting it to feel like super weird to see Daredevil and Iron Fist standing next to each other. Yeah, that would be weird seeing them fight together. But it feels right. It feels natural, I think. So that's definitely a good benefit of the show, that all these kids just can blend into each other. All these shows can just melt together and to make this thing. It's a good show. And freaking Sigourney Weaver's character, Alexandra, she's actually a really good villain. I thought, at least. Like, the Marvel Netflix shows have given us a pretty decent villain. It's Kilgrave, Kingpin, Cottonmouth. That's about it. Madame Gao, Bakudo. But then you got Alexandra coming in here, who's another leader of the Hand, and she's really good. I'm liking what they did with her. Yeah, I don't necessarily want to get into spoilers. Later on I'll probably do a more spoilery video. I'm talking about the show, but like the stuff that she does, it's really good. She's a very smart and capable character, and I like that. And freaking Madame Gao shows up in this show, and like she does some fighting, and she's a lot more powerful than I expected. Cause throughout the entire, throughout Daredevil and Iron Fist and everything, she was kind of giving off this vibe that she was more powerful than she let on. But then when she actually uses her power in the Defenders, it's like, oh, okay. She's actually going to put up a fight to freaking Luke Cage. She's actually somewhat of a challenge. And I like that. I like she seemed like this almost helpless old lady who was just really crafty. But then she does this thing, and it's like, oh, okay. You're going to bring the heat. Not only that, but then the side characters that showed up in the show, like Colleen Wing and of course Claire Temple. Claire Temple actually is kind of a big reason why, or at least two of the Defenders really come together. And then I was about to say something, but I think that might be a spoiler, so I'm gonna not say that. But then Misty Knight comes in, and she's actually in the show a decent amount. Not that that's a bad thing. I liked Misty Knight in this show. She was really good. She was really cool with what she was doing. Not giving, let's say not giving any crap. She gives a lot of craps. But the thing is, she ain't taking she ain't taking crap from anyone. That's what I meant to say. She ain't taking no nonsense from nobody. And I really like that. And like then there's the chemistry between Luke Cage and Iron Fist. Because like we all know that in the comics they're a team. They work together. They're a duo. They're the heroes for hire. And they're best friends in the comic books. But this is their first time actually meeting in the show, and I think their chemistry was pretty good. The way they kind of play off of each other, and like they definitely point out the fact that these are two completely opposite characters, pretty much. Luke Cage is very grounded and everything. Well, Iron Fist is he's all mystical. Also, Danny Rand is rich, while Luke Cage is not. So they definitely point out the fact that these are two completely different characters, and I think that later on in the Marvel Netflix corner of the MCU, that maybe they will become better friends later on, but what they did on the show, what they did in Defenders was really good. I liked it. I don't know if this is true for any of the other episodes, but I waited to the end of the credits, like the last episode in the show. I waited through the end credits, like Marvel. In their movies, they got the end credit scenes. They did the same thing for Defenders. There's an end credit scene like right at the end, like the final episode. You wait, even when that Netflix logo shows up and you think it's over. Excuse me. Sorry, I burped. When you see that Netflix logo, you think it's over. No, still wait, because the teaser trailer for another Marvel Netflix show. Most people know which one it is, but there's another Marvel Netflix show that they're going to be putting out, and there's a teaser trailer for it, at the end of Defenders. So watch out for that, because it was actually really cool. It was really epic. I liked it. I'm excited for the show. For anyone who's like really super curious as to how in the heck the hand works, they explain a good bit of it. There's a good amount of backstory behind, and like what their goal is, how's the whole leadership thing work. Is Madame Gao? She's very clearly a leader of the Hand, and so was Bakudo. And now they say Elektra is also a leader? How in the heck does all that work? They explain that. They explain all that and how that works. They explain what their goal is. There's an explanation why there's a decent explanation why Elektra still is back from the dead. And I like that. And I just really like it. And, before, like in Daredevil Season 2, Matt kind of hangs up his suit. He's trying to not be a vigilante anymore. And of course in Defense he has to come back and do that. And I felt like it was a triumphant return. I thought it was really cool. When he finally does put on the suit and he's fighting. Again, I thought that was freaking awesome. And Karen and Foggy are really cool in the show. Trish and Malcolm, Jessica's friends, they're nice. Like I said, Misty's really cool. Colleen Wing, and of course Claire. I don't think she ever actually patches up any of the Defenders in this show, which is weird. Because throughout all of these Netflix shows, Claire has patched up pretty much each Defender, except for Jessica. But pretty much everyone else, she's done some patchwork for them. Which is really interesting that in this show she doesn't actually do that. Oh, and that trademark Stan Lee cameo it's there, but Stan Lee himself isn't actually showing up. I'll go and tell you now, Stan Lee himself doesn't show up on the show like he normally would. There's a picture of him somewhere in New York. Like, it's kind of blurry. You gotta look out for it. But well, I mean, I noticed it without looking for it. So it's probably it'll be easy to spot. Just know Stan Lee himself doesn't actually show up, which is a darn shame because I wish that happened. But there is still a Stan Lee cameo. That's pretty much. I think that's pretty much all I can say without really diving into spoiler territory. I'm sure anyone who actually has Netflix is probably already just binged the entire show like I did last night, like I did yesterday. They probably already binged the entire show and I can hear all the spoilers. But I'll do a spoiler review later on. Probably sometime this week. Today's Saturday, maybe like Wednesday or Friday or something. That's probably when I'll put up in my spoiler review, but I'll get to the spoilers, just not in this video. Because this video has to be short because my iPad is... I need an upgrade. But, yeah. I'll see you guys next time on Dill's Geek Channel. Bye.